Hey, welcome to Blue Jay Banner postgame show. We're live here at Let It Fly in front of a rowdy bar full of Jays fans who are going nuts all night long. Maybe a little quiet there during that Uconn comeback, but
yeah, I got nervous.
After that, everybody went crazy. Welcome to the show. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and like button. It helps out a ton. What really helps us out even more, we want to see your chats. Sorry, last night something happened. I don't know. I couldn't see him. I'm going to go back here and find him here in a little bit, and we'll try and answer anything you had last night. My buddy Austin Chapman here. Jays win. Jays into the final. 9-3 now against Uconn under Mac. Just saying. Mm-hmm. I told Austin, I said, Mac said, we win with class, we lose with class. Jemiah shouldn't have done that, and he knows that. Then Mac should have said, but that was our 9th out of 12 wins against Uconn. That's what he should have said, but yeah, Mac's too classy for that. Hey, welcome to the show. I want to thank our sponsors, Care Miners Home Health Care and Discount Window and Door of Omaha. What a game. A great start, man. What did we shoot, like 70% in the first half? I think we did.
Couldn't tell you percentage, but yeah, we did shoot it well.
I think we were 70%.
They shot it well on both sides, though. Honestly,
yeah.
It was
Uconn was 67% from three. Yeah. Like, had they not made those three, it would have been a 20-point margin at halftime. They were shooting it really well from three. But
Diarra, honestly.
Yeah, Diarra was
that was unheard of, but
yeah. I mean, he's a good shooter, but he doesn't typically
shoot that many.
And I thought he played more minutes than he had been
ever
tonight.
Well, since he had
that knee injury.
Yeah. Back home.
I know the big dust up at the end was, Look, did anybody out there really think Jemiah wasn't going to take that all the way and do some sort of dunk? Of course he was. That's who he is. Should he have pulled it out? Sure. But you know what? UConn's got to learn to lose, too.
Yeah, not even. They talk a little bit. He talks a lot.
Yeah,
so I think it was rightfully deserved,
Diarra didn't need to run up there and act like he was going to punch him. Come on. Get out of here.
Those are those unspoken rules, though. It's just.
It is. You're right.
My dad being a ref, I'm sure I would have. Yeah.
Would you done the same thing?
No.
If you're Diarra?
I mean, teams I was on, I wouldn't have to be that guy. But,
it would be Gibbs, right?
Gibbs for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, players, too. You're losing. You're a sore loser, too, in that. And, that's kind of the last thing you want to see. That just sets you off. But it is what it is, man. It's basketball. And
Peter says, we're going right to the chat on this one. Peter's backing me up. He goes, classless? Are you joking, right? It's their job to not let Creighton score, and they fail. So that's the old thing. I think it was the time I heard him say it. He's probably said it several times. Jimmy Johnson on Fox, football. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was my Vikings when Favre was quarterback, and they kind of ran up the score on the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. And the Cowboys got pissed and started fighting and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And Jimmy Johnson goes, you know what? You don't want the score run up on you? Hey, I got a clue for you. Stop them.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, I feel that way.
He could have pulled it out.
At this point, yeah, because one risk, chance of injury, or you name it. But whatever,
Great
game.
I mean, and the first comment Peter had, by the way, was, well done, Jasen Green.
Absolutely.
Oh, my word.
X factor today.
And I don't know who told me this out there before the game, but somebody said that Mac said, hey, they're probably going to try and take away Ashworth. They're going to try and take away Kalk. So Jasen Green and Jemiah, you guys got to be the guys. And right from the get-go, Jemiah was the man. I thought he threw out the last couple weeks in the first game of this tournament. I thought Jemiah passed up a lot of shots that he normally takes. Yeah. And tonight he said, no, I'll be that guy.
No. Yeah, he was aggressive. Of course, that 25-point game, what did he have the first time they played? I think he just has confidence against Uconn, and we just match up well against them, I think. And, of course, taking away Ash and Kalk, other guys have to step up, and Jasen Green was huge in that first half.
My buddy Martin says, Dan Hurley? Yeah. They get what they get.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure Mac was back there, hugging Jemiah, without the camera.
Well, did you see it? He's getting chewed out by Mac, and then Lou goes,
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Good job,
I think that was more for the optics, but like, I'm sure.
What is Murray doing jumping in Mac's face? Get out of here. Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, we don't know what was said, but
Danny and him were together, and
yeah.
Mac's like, hey, he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Danny's like,
and he
I
ends
get
up
it.
saying something,
I get it.
and then
I get it.
I've never really seen Mac.
I think Danny, as much as he hates losing, gets it why people would want to rub it in. He
Especially
gets it.
him. Yeah, of course.
Right. And for Murray to come out there and get in Mac's face about it, and Mac pretty much put him in his place.
I mean, large stature, man.
Murray came back later, on bended knee, like, oh, sorry.
That's 6'8", that's a wide guy.
Get another chat. This goes back to baseball, because baseball is a sport that has a lot of unspoken rules. You're not supposed to try and go for the extra base when you're up 10-0 and all this. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Right? He goes, this is basketball. It's entertainment. Unspoken rules are the most lamest things ever. They don't get paid, or they are getting paid. Don't care. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's just at every level, though, and it's sportsmanship. Really.
Look, if this was DePaul we did that on, I'd be like, okay, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
It's just sportsmanship,
it's Uconn,
though, Tim. It doesn't really even matter who it is.
It's a semifinal.
It just is what it is. If you're on the opposite side, you would be highly upset right now. Yeah. I know you would.
I'd be saying that was a Bush League move.
Right.
Especially if it's Big McNeely went down and dunked it.
Yeah,
I'd be like, what a Bush move. He's a freshman. He doesn't know any better.
Right. But we're on the winning side of it, so of course we don't care. But
going way back as old as I am, when Pete Rose played, you hated him. But if he was on your team, you loved him. Same way like Brett Favre. You hated him, but he's on your team, you love him.
Exactly.
It's just the way it is.
It's part of it, and it's like, whatever.
Jemiah Neal deserved it because he played one hell of a game.
Absolutely.
Hell of a game. And
he's been kind of needing one of these to kind of, I think, get back to moving and playing well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think, everybody's kind of stepping up at the right time.
We need to get people in ice baths right now.
They need to just go straight to sleep, honestly, man. Ice bath, it's not going to do you too much good, at this point. But
I don't know. Dougie, that was Dougie's deal, right?
Yeah, well, we both were in there. But
Dougie kind of started it.
No,
before you think you even got here.
I was doing this as a freshman, so I would take.
I know, but Doug was already here.
No, they didn't like it, Tim.
They didn't like it.
No.
I remember.
I would get in there and
remember when he played San Diego State at Fullerton? It was at Fullerton. Were you on that?
At
team?
Fullerton.
Raggy had a big game. Kind of kept us
Thanksgiving tournament.
Yeah.
With the court.
Yeah.
And
I was in the back. I was there covering it.
San Diego State.
I was there. I was there covering it.
Yeah.
And then I remember I got a chance to talk to Doug, and then Doug said thanks, and he was done. And then
ice bath.
And then get in the ice right now, Doug.
Well, yeah.
That's the first time I'd heard about it. Like
Ben would come through and bring some ice to the. Those are generally colder too than the normal ice bath because you just dump in unsolicited ice in there.
How much I'm I'm a fat old golfer. Okay, so I don't go into ice bath. How much did that help you recovering shit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. At this point, adrenaline's running. You're not going to sleep generally anyway, so it's going to take extra amount of hours. Then you do the ice bath, which wakes you up a little more anyway. So now, everything's running. I mean, it helps. To a point, because then you're throwing on recovery tights, you're doing X, Y, Z, legs at the wall.
Can you tell me the suction cup deal that you see guys have? What does that do? Do you know?
Like cupping?
Yeah. What does that do?
It's more or less releasing tension.
Because there's who was it? There's somebody in the top 20. No, but there's a kid in the top 20. You could see it all over his
Generally, everybody's doing it now, but
it releases tension. How?
Yeah, so say if you have a pressure point, right? Generally, there's going to be some type of impingement there, and it's more or less just pulling it apart.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's like a vacuum, more or less, and it sits on there.
Kind of like
10 minutes.
When you watch the quarterback thing with Kirk Cousins. He hired his own chiropractor, and they would come in and just go after it. And she would keep going, and it hurt.
Yeah, no, they do hurt.
Until it hurt.
I've had the ones where they light fire on them, do all types of weird stuff. But
really? But it does help.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
I mean, it's like anything. It takes getting used to, like acupuncture. There's just a million things you can do nowadays. The Normatex, which I'm sure they all have, the leg compression sleeves. There's so much 25 that you can just hop in the pool. Honestly, I'm sure Ben's got some guys in the pool. There's just a million things though.
Yeah.
But
all right, hey, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe and like button. It helps us out a ton. Hit that. Go down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Then you can go down below and put in the chats. Our chats are blowing up tonight. We'll get to them here in a minute. Jasen Green.
Yeah, I don't think we can say enough, honestly.
The dude hit his free throws. The dude was backing guys down, which you kind of wanted to see all year, really.
And not
he's
just
strong, man.
Yeah, and not just backing down, like taking a guy to the rim, then deciding to put the guy on his back. Where generally he was trying to seal and be more a post presence. And it's like, you're a big guard. Be a big guard. And today was.
And that move against Caravan at the end.
Amazing. Yes, the dream shake.
We needed that,
man. Where do you? Yeah. Yes. Don't show him everything.
Scored over Caravan. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Great awareness.
And a game where Ash was good, but he didn't really do much.
Yeah, he was steady, I guess you could say. It's not the Ash we've kind of seen majority of the year, but
I mean, he's working his tail off out there. And plus,
and they're working him.
He had to guard ball too.
Exactly.
He was chasing him all over the place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
and then I thought Kalk did what he had to do when he got down low, and he made some moves and got done. I think they should have had Johnson out of the game way earlier and went to who's the sixth man of the year? What's his name? I can't think of his name. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he hadn't played that well. Didn't play well last night.
He's sixth man of the year.
But he didn't play well last night. What does that mean?
Well, that's probably a bad matchup with him with Dixon.
Anybody's a mad matchup for that guy.
But, Anyway.
No.
Anyway, he gave Kalk more problems.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Yeah, no, fair.
He was a little more physical with him.
Fair.
All right, let's get all these chats, man. We got so many.
We got AJ in here.
Peter says, after all the back and forth we had, Peter says, I would say that's a nice dunk.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
bad. I would like a little more extension.
Right. Our buddy Matt, who's been in this room watching us, I'm just reading what he said.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I'm reading what he said. Maybe you can decipher it. He goes, Chapman. All right, Kruger, let's go over the team. Chapman, okay, first base. Who's on first, Kruger? That's what I'm asking. Who's on first? Chapman, yes. Matt, I think, has had a few. And he goes, I love you guys.
Thought this was a nursery rhyme. I don't know. What is it?
I have no idea where he was going there.
Huh?
What's that? It's a baseball scheme. No, I know, but I don't get... maybe I made a baseball reference.
You
maybe that's where he was going.
Yeah, and like unspoken rules and blah blah blah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
fair for him.
Anyway, all right. Brian says, "Love the Jamma dunk." Sorry, let me do this. Yeah, he said Jamma. Love the Jemiah dunk. He earned it. Hope Mac gave a smirk as he tells him not to do it again. Yeah, that's what we're thinking. He can go in the back and say,
yeah. I'm sure he gave him
hey,
a little
Jemiah,
love.
I get what you were doing there, but you almost caused like a big fight. So don't do that again.
Yeah.
But
way to stick it to Hurley.
Next time it's UConn, do it again. Okay, you're not going to get another shot at UConn. Brian also says, don't get dunked on, play defense. Well, dude, there was nobody there. Okay,
nobody.
He got the ball at half court. He was gone.
Nobody.
And everybody here. We were all in the upper tier. Everybody in the upper tier all jumped out of their chairs and went, "Oh boy, here we go." We knew what was coming.
Oh yeah.
Jemiah earned that dunk.
But the burner
fought so hard, talked the talk after walking the walk in response to Hurley talking the talk. Well, I don't know why Hurley's talking the talk. He just whining at officials all night long.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets it. Hurley gets it. I think it's more of the ploy than anything.
Yeah,
he's not.
I don't think
a lot
Hurley
of times it's not real. Like he'll turn around and wink.
I mean, at that point the game was over, so I don't think Hurley was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" I think Hurley was just like, "Yeah."
He was more.
Yeah. What if one of our players did that? I'd have been fine with it. You know what I mean? Like if it had been, an NCAA game or something, he was fine. All right.
Big foul.
Brian says 2 rings, Baldy.
Yeah. He still got 2 of those. That's still got 2 of those.
Hey, he's got 2.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
so he can do whatever.
They call themselves the basketball capital of the world, and I know that's an arrogant statement, but hey, guess what?
You can't argue.
Women and men's side, they got a lot of championships,
baby.
Got
some hardware.
And they won. Did they win that one year when they were like an 8 seed? Back when who was the guy who was running the show and got fired eventually? The guy that Calhoun wanted to put in there.
Ollie?
Yeah.
Kevin Ollie?
Yeah, they won. They were like an 8 seed and they won. I think they were like one of the lowest seeds ever to win the NCAA tournament. Yeah. So they've won plenty. I did notice on the banner. I don't know if I mentioned this last night, but you'll probably see it tomorrow night on one of the banners at Madison Square Garden. They've got a thing. The Big East. 4 of the last 6 titles. Uconn has 2 and Villanova has 2.
Right.
That's pretty impressive when you think about it.
Well, I've known really is Nova kind of being at the ship.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough one there.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 of the last 6 titles.
I hear you.
4 of the last 6 titles, the Big East has won the NCAA tournament. Nova and Uconn. Yeah, Uconn won 2. Then there was a year off.
Nova won?
Nova won the year before that. Then there was a year off. Then Nova won another one. Yeah. Because Nova won 2 and 3 years.
Brunson, didn't they?
And guess what? We beat.
They won with Brunson, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then they won that. Yeah,
they won the other one with Gillespie and those guys. Yeah.
No, that was not Gillespie. That was Archie.
Archie Diacono.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And I think we beat them.
We beat them
every year except one. Of those 4, I think we beat them every year except I don't think we beat that one Villanova team. I think they swept us.
Who, Brunson?
Yeah, I think there was one year that they did sweep us, but the one year we were the last team to beat them before they went on the run and won the national title. Yeah. And I think UConn might have been too. But anyway, at any rate. What's that?
I think it's the toughest league.
Listen to Adam right on here with Archidiacono. They're on top of this.
Adam?
They're jumping right in here. Adam goes Archidiacono when I said Gillespie.
Yeah,
they're on
absolutely.
Top.
Archie.
Matt comes back, just like Caleb said, our producer. Abbott Costello is actually a reference to last night's conversation about traveling.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. By the way,
you looked this up?
I was hoping you were watching the St. John's Marquette game.
No, I wasn't. I was not.
There was one exactly like I talked about where the guy ducked in.
Yeah.
And then he picked up his took another step, and they did not call traveling. Yeah. Yep. Matt goes LMAO. Adam says Archidiacono. Yeah, good point. Oh. Will ESPN report this victory or slobber over the SEC some more? Well,
it's Fox.
SEC has, it is what it is.
And it's just Fox, and you have to pay. They have to pay for
I'm going to tell an inside secret here, okay? Joe Lunardi, bracketology for ESPN.
Right.
This doesn't happen often, but it may happen like a week out or maybe a couple days out from the actual selection, and then Joe has time to change it. ESPN will gently nudge him to put a certain team in when maybe Joe really feels that team shouldn't be in, if it helps ESPN's thing. That happened one year with Wake Forest in the ACC tournament. They wanted Joe's got, because everybody, coaches say, hey, Joe's got these guys in. They think Joe's the guy who picks them, right?
Right.
And he put Wake Forest on the list, okay? And they were playing that night for the ACC title. So everybody's like, oh, my God, this is a huge game, da-da-da-da. And Joe's like, yeah, it was kind of nudged into that one.
Yeah, but you got to
because the guys pay my check.
That's Fox. You're right, and that's Fox. And then, unless it's just, one of the best games or not, there's no reason for they just wouldn't do it,
Oh.
It's not happening.
Tonight it wasn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw the last name, and I went, wait a minute. That was AJ.
That's what I know. Adam?
Yeah.
He changed
I always go by AJ.
Well, no, he hates Adam. That's why I was like, oh, he's trying to use an alias.
Yeah.
This guy went and created a whole
So AJ
account.
says St. John's is so damn tough. And we'll get to that in a minute.
Yep.
But you're absolutely right. They're really tough. Wow. It's been an emotional 24 hours.
It's a roller coaster. But this is that time of the year, right?
Man.
This is that time of the year.
It was 12:30 last night. I'm at home. I'm trying to do some bracketology, and I go, oh, let me flick on the end of the game just to see those last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Just crazy. Yeah. Still, when you watch it, you're like, how did they pull this out?
Kalkbrenner, man. That was the best I've ever seen him play.
Kalk took a drive to the hole again tonight.
Yeah, he did.
It's 2 in a row. Two games in a row. Nice job, Kalk. I thought he had a couple other opportunities. He could have done that.
Tonight?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
But he just looked lethargic. He looked like, he put everything in it last night. This dude was on the point of the press. When have we ever seen Kalk at the point of the press?
Yeah, I know. I know it.
Like last night was exceptional, man, and like he just looked like he was tired. He always does, but he just looked,
wow.
Beyond great.
I'm seeing right now Hubert Davis, who I don't really like because he always hated Creighton when he was on ESPN. He always talked bad about him for some reason. But
everybody does, though.
No, but he did.
Tim, I feel like everybody, even on Fox, they do.
On Fox, they don't. I think they're very
in the studio.
Yeah, I think they're very.
No.
Rob Stone, Casey Jacobson, they're always
making jokes.
No.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's
always.
the deal. Fox wants UConn St. John's. They want UConn Villanova. That's who they want. Let's face it. They want Villanova Georgetown. That's who they want.
That's fair.
But Hubert Davis outside the locker room, hold our arm around that kid who stepped in the lane. Because that kid was crying after the game. Because the guy made the free throw. That would have tied the game. And it probably cost them an NCAA berth, and despite what Joe says. And
they get in. They get in, huh?
They're not getting in. They have one quad one win over the field.
So Texas
That's
is getting
never
in?
I got Texas in. I think Texas is in.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Now we're talking here. We're talking.
What we got, Matt?
I got plans tomorrow. I can't do this. Matt says, get on the plane in the morning. Chapman, you coming? I got you tickets. I got his tickets.
Okay. All right.
I'll tell you what I am bummed about, though, and I know this doesn't mean anything to the general public, but John Paquette is retiring after a long stint as the Big East head of media. The nicest guy, treats everybody like I'm watching the press conference last night with Mac, and he's like, let's start with John. And they're sitting out in chairs. They don't have name tags. And it was John Walker from the Omaha World Herald. And he goes, okay, up next is Matt. It was Matt DeMarias. He remembers everybody's name. Like if he saw me, he'd go, Tim, how you doing? Like, it's amazing. He treated me, when I went to Big East Media Days, he treated me so well. You'd have thought I was Adam Zagoria or, somebody, John Rossi or something. He came up to me and goes, Tim, I want to talk to you later about Creighton. So hold on. And I'm like, okay, John, you're busier than hell. He came back, found me and goes, hey, I want to talk to you about the Blue Jays. What do you think this year? And he's just the best. The best. You email him, he emails you right back. I mean, I can't even get that to people in Omaha. Okay, this dude's all across the country. So I'm very sad. I wish if I'd have known, I would have either gone to the Big East Media Day or to this to give him. But I'll text him and let him know. But
30 years?
I just wanted to say that he's been there. Oh my God, he was back in the old Big East days.
Yeah,
I think it's some 30-some years. So
yeah,
we got Irvine, Cal Poly. You may say, who cares? This is a big game because some people think Irvine has a chance at large. I don't think so. But if they lose this one, and Cal Poly's been on a roll here, so one of my bracketology buddies raving about Irvine. I've been watching this. They look like Illinois State or somebody to me. But anyway,
can't knock 27-5 though. That's tough.
Oh yeah, but they're playing the Big West. If you look at their resume, they 27-5. They've won 23 of those games against quad 3 and 4. Yeah. So I mean, it's what it is.
Handling business,
right?
Though. Yeah.
Brandon says, Creighton fan from Syracuse. I'm driving to New York City tomorrow. Roll damn Jays.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those, it's kind of bad. I loved our path. We got that path all the way through here. But unfortunately, our path meant a double overtime game last night and then a brutal fight to the finish tonight. So I don't know what we have left. Now, look, I think we're in terrific shape. Our team is in terrific shape. These guys play 40 minutes every night. And I'm thinking, hey, St. John's plays kind of a full court game. How good a shape are they in? Right? Now, they go a little deeper. I would
have to say the best shape.
They go a little deeper than we do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say they're in the best shape. And
we'll find out, though.
They play physical from start to finish.
Again.
And they're going to allow them to be physical tomorrow. That's what's going to happen. And it's like, I don't like this at all.
I flipped as I was driving down. The second half had started, and I found the game on XM radio. And PJ Carlesimo was doing the game, who I love when he does games. And he made the comment while I was driving, which just nails what I've said all along. He goes, I just worry about this St. John's team. He goes, in the NCAA tournament, because A, they can't make free throws. They don't shoot it very well. And B, if they get a tight whistle, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about how the guy doing the play-by-play doesn't normally do Big East play-by-play. He does around the country, and he goes, man, this league is so physical. It just carried on from the old league. And PJ goes, you're right. And he goes, that's what I'm worried about with St. John's, because they are far and away the most physical team in this league. And if they get in the NCAA tournament, they get some refs who haven't seen him and call a tight whistle, they could be in trouble. Because you saw them even tonight. I didn't think the whistle was tight, but their players were whining and complaining about a lot of calls that they normally get away with, So... all right. Well, we can't do Jasen Green as unsung.
We can't. That's my go-to.
Well, we've had Ty was last night.
Oh yeah, true.
Ty was last night. I think we both agree on the guy tonight, right?
Yep.
Jackson McAndrew.
Yep.
Hey, didn't hit any shots. Hey, but you know what?
He
made some inside shots tonight that he normally hasn't made that have been dying for him to do.
Yep.
And he got some huge offensive rebounds in the second half.
Absolutely.
One contested, but two of them where he just flew in.
Went and grabbed it.
Yep.
Late.
Got that ball. And what about our buddy Mason Miller?
Yes, sir.
No rim on that shot. No rim on that shot.
Even though he might still not know where he is.
He looked like he kind of injured himself after the shot. He kind of fell down, and then he went back, and he looked like he was limping a little bit, and they immediately took him out, and they never put him back in the game again. So, I don't know. So, unsung hero, worst call of the night?
To be honest, I got to go with it's for Uconn, but that ball was off of Calk.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, the one off his hand. They fouled him, but it went off his hand for sure.
That should have been an over the back. It should have been an over the back.
Just kind of like when they called that shot clock, Diarra got fouled, but then they called shot clock, and it was either call a foul or
he had the ball before the shot clock went off. It looked to me
but
I mean, you could have gone.
And then he was out of bounds, right?
Could have went away on that. The Creighton bench immediately jumped up and said, "No, he had the ball," and they had a better view than anybody. But I agree with you.
Yeah,
that went off Calk, no doubt. But
they fouled him.
He was fouled. I mean,
but then that's kind of like when Hurley just started. He started spiraling. He
was spiraling earlier than that too.
But I think that's when he really lost it. Yeah. That took him out the game. Because then the players started. They react to it too as well.
Because there was great point. Because there was a timeout about a minute after that,
and then
Hurley went out and grabbed all the guys and threw them in the huddle because they were all bitching. And he was like. I just found that amusing. Wait a minute.
You follow the leader, right? That's
You're the guy who started it, man. What the hell?
So it's contagious. I'm sure. Yeah.
Brendan goes, Creighton will be fine. Big night from Zugic tomorrow. Played only 9 minutes tonight. Well, yeah.
I mean, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why Jasen Green probably had a great night tonight. He doesn't play the heavy minutes that some of these other guys do, right?
He hadn't had to.
No.
Really, in the past 3-4 games at all. No. But not only that, those guys are tired. They played damn near 50 minutes the last night. So it's you got to be aggressive. Jemiah knew he had to be aggressive. So, like we said, we knew they were going to take away those two guys who are integral to our team, and just had to be aggressive. Was backing guys down from the 3-point line. I was like, all right, this is different. So, that was just huge stuff, and just played at a very high level. On a great stage.
Ryan Hawkins just tweeted out a picture of Fedor, so we know who he likes.
Yeah, no, I think Fedor's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Really
now
good.
the question is, how long is he going to stay here? Right?
Really good. Who knows? Who knows?
He seems like a guy that would.
Yeah.
He seems like one of those guys, me, who doesn't watch the NBA, would turn on the TV and go, who the hell is that guy? What? He played for Creighton? I don't remember when he played for Creighton.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no, I know exactly what you mean, and that's that's gonna happen, I believe, just because
he's got that stuff, man.
Kind of just got that it factor.
The baseball team did go down today after a big win over the week against Kansas State, who was highly ranked, got them into the top 40 in the RPI. But they lost. I've seen if Rob sent any stats. You got stats pulled up though, right?
No.
You don't?
We just lost juice over here.
This is a high-class show here, baby.
But don't open that up. I couldn't use the table.
Don't open that up. I set my beer way over here tonight, by the way. But I'm going to take a swig right now.
I couldn't use the...
All right, I'll pull up the stats,
here.
Buddy. No problem. I got him. I got you. I got you
go.
covered, buddy. Got you covered.
39 minutes from Calk.
Oh my God!
1 minute from King. I can give you some of that.
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't go a little more. That's just what Mac does. Let's quit trying to overguess.
You're right, and it's not that. We already know what he does. So it's
all right, box score. Here we go. Creighton Blue Jays. Jasen Green with 19 points.
Yes, sir.
Career high. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 of 10 for the field. Did not have a turnover either, and he was inbounding that ball against some severe pressure too. That's just 1 steal. Fabulous night. 8 of 10 from the field.
Absolutely.
Jemiah Neal, 19 points, 6 of 13, 3 of 5 from deep, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, but he made that one big one that pushed it to 7. He only played 36 minutes tonight, so he got a little break.
Only. Oh, yeah.
He got a little break.
Yeah, he did get a little break.
So that's 86 in 2 nights. Mm-hmm. So that's still over the
You're
max.
Right.
Jemiah did not have a turnover tonight. I thought we took care of the ball pretty well tonight.
Actually, but yeah, no, we did. We
did.
As
a team.
Decently, yes.
Yeah, but again, tomorrow night's, again, we give up so many offensive rebounds. Tomorrow's going to be turnovers and offensive rebounds, so we got to somehow.
And that's just effort, right?
Right.
So it's like, we just hope we come with some energy.
Our dynamic duo, Calk and Ashworth, each had 12. Ashworth was actually 2 of 4 from 3.
Yeah.
He actually didn't shoot that many.
He didn't shoot.
He only had 36.
He wasn't that aggressive.
He only had 36 tonight.
36 minutes.
And he sat on the bench a lot last night at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's
also,
a guy who has played under 80 minutes in the last 2 nights.
That's because I think he is, just like I told you senior night, I think he's still trying to find legs.
Calk, on the other hand, had 39 minutes again, 12 points. Rebounds, he had 4 only. Wow, really? Mm-hmm. Who had all the rebounds tonight?
Jackson had quite a few.
Jackson McAndrew, 3 points, 5 rebounds.
5.
So let's go for a team. How badly we get out rebounded? We must get out rebounded. Rebounds. No, dead even. 31-31. We did give up. They had 11 offensive rebounds. Yep. We had 4. That was the big difference. But but
second
31-31. We shot 72%. They were only 2 of 4 from the free throw. There you go. There's the game right there. We were 13-18 from the line. They were 2 of 4.
I feel like Jemiah missed.
We not only made way more than they attempted, we made 3 times more than they attempted.
Right.
3-point, we were 35 after a hot start. They were 38 after a hot start. Mm-hmm. We shot 52% from the field overall, so that's huge. 42% for Uconn. Assists, we had 12 assists, 1 steal. Turnovers, this is amazing in that game. With as high intensity, up and down.
We got
3
5.
turnovers apiece.
Nice.
Incredible.
Nice.
Incredible, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, it was high level basketball.
Uconn had 2 technicals. We had 1. Who was it 2? Oh, that was on the grabbing.
Liam.
The tackle of Jasen Green.
Well,
when he got the offensive holding call on Jasen Green when he was going for the breakaway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. McNeely.
So back to our box score. Off the bench, Mason Miller. Yeah, they called his a 2. His foot must have just been out. It looked like he was deep when he shot that one. And then Fedor had 4. It was only like 6 bench points tonight.
Right.
Uconn, on the other hand, McNeely had 13. Ball had 13. Ball was tough on us tonight. He's a hell of a player. Diarra had 11. But Caravan only 6 points.
Yeah.
A lot of foul trouble for Alex tonight.
Yeah.
He was 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3.
He just doesn't look healthy.
The guy
honestly.
who has not been shooting it well, who shot well tonight, although he's 2 of 5, I guess, was Mahaney. He made 2 threes.
Yeah.
There was nobody really that stood up for them either with rebounding. They were all in the 6, 5, 4 range. So that's crazy. That's crazy there wasn't more rebounds, so forth. But, hey, we don't care. We don't care about stats. We care about victories.
Yeah, that's all it says.
That's what we do here at Creighton.
W.
Nothing but victories.
And we love it.
Hey, let's talk about Care Minders Home Healthcare. Fabulous sponsor of Blue Jay Banner and the Blue Jay Banner post-game show. Want to thank them so much for all their sponsorship. If you need care for your injured or ill loved one, see Care Minders today. Go to caremindersnebraska.com. It'll tell you everything they offer. And while you're there, you'll see their phone number, their address, all this kind of stuff. You'll see tons of reviews they've had. You'll see everything that the services that they can give you. So when the time comes, you'll be ready. So go to caremindersnebraska.com and check them out. That's Care Minders Home Healthcare. And then our other fabulous sponsor is Discount Window and Door of Omaha. Want to thank them this season as well. Fabulous sponsor. If you need new windows, this is the place to go. It's getting warm out now. You might want to put in some new windows. Perfect time to do it. There you can see my before picture. They're all chipped, cracked. They got these new windows in. And I looked the other day, I normally don't look because I pay online. I looked at my heating bill. Unbelievable how much it's gone down.
You probably keep turning it off, Tim.
Huh?
You keep turning it off with this weather.
Well, no, but this was for last month when it was cold. Remember that 20 below?
No, yeah.
It was still amazing.
I like this.
So great energy efficiency, and they're so functional. It's unbelievable how great they look inside and out, and their service is impeccable. So go to Discount Window Door of Omaha. Thank you very much.
I like it.
So we just N4, who was kind of giving me crap about the window commercial, because the Jays are in their championship window. I love it. Tons of chats tonight. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, my
really
goodness.
Appreciate it. We got Colorado State, who is still like not totally out of the at-large picture. I think they have a shot. They're up 23-11 on Utah State.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means for anybody, but I still don't know that Colorado, until the other day, they never had a quad one win at all. So I don't know if there's an appetite for them. The committee says they're not going to pick the four final bubble at-larges. They're not going to do that till tomorrow. So a team like Colorado State, if they can make a showing tonight, hey, people always think they don't watch tournaments and don't count tournaments. They do, but this will be really big for them. Mm-hmm. A lot of rumors about Nico, the head coach of Colorado State, going to Minnesota because he's a Minnesota native. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what kind of contract Dutcher has, but I'm telling you, if he can get out of that baby, he's going to Minnesota.
Fair.
They might not ask him, though, because, Nico's younger than he is. I'll just say I think he's a hell of a coach because those 2 times we played him, once in St. Thomas and the other time in Kansas City. He had a game plan against us that was off the charts. like he in one day, and I was so impressed. And that's usually the problem with teams when they play Creighton, like in the NCAA tournament, is McDermott's whole scheme is very difficult to game plan in one day or 2 days. St. John's now, Big East a little different because everybody knows everybody, right? But teams do different things, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it was interesting that Hurley's philosophy tonight was we're taking away Kalk and Ashford.
I wouldn't say that's interesting. I feel like that's everybody's philosophy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Generally, it doesn't.
It's easier said than done.
But when he more or less has, I think we match. They both have similar players. They were
like we don't care. Great. We're gonna play off of Jasen Green. Play off of Jemiah,
which most people do play off.
And they thought McNeely could guard Jemiah 1-on-1, and Jemiah quickly showed them. He took him to the hole like twice in a row. It was over. Yeah. Like he was by him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was shark bait.
Yeah.
I don't even know why
nice
he was guarding. I don't know why he was guarding him, but he clearly thought it was disrespectful that he was guarding him. To get off to that fast start. So it was like
exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Make a switch.
Exactly. Enforce says, I don't know what train the Uconn fans take back home from Penn Station, but it's going to be a sad and quiet tonight.
Yeah. Not too much from Hurley.
So tomorrow night it'll be all St. John's fans there. See, that's what would have been cool if Marquette won. It would have been 2 Midwest schools. 3/4 of the arena would be like, we don't really care who wins this.
And then Providence is still in there somehow hanging out. Those guys, they just don't leave.
And but there'll be a fair amount of St. John's fans there who are fairly loud tonight. But UConn, obviously, tonight you could hear it when they started making that comeback, man. It was loud in that place. But hey, credit to the Jays fans though that were there.
Yes, sir.
We could hear you, man. We could hear you.
I heard the chant.
Yep.
We heard the chant.
Yep. We could definitely hear you.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Last 4 in.
He's got
Xavier.
Boise in,
North Carolina,
but he's got Texas and Indiana out.
Wow. Colorado State.
But he's still got Xavier in North Carolina in. I don't get that. Okay, I got to text him when we're done here. I don't see what he's seeing. Okay, so we got something big coming up. We're going to be back here tomorrow night, bud. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get a championship.
Yeah. That's 4 days in a row.
Now, let me ask you this. So somebody I'm going to ask you this, and then we'll wrap up the show. Somebody on our message board on bluejabanner.com, by the way, if you're not a member, go there right now and sign up. Somebody on our message board there said that Mac had made a comment that he didn't care. This isn't the championship we want to win.
Right.
Okay? And people were taking that like, well, Mac doesn't care about the Big East championship. I just was at a presser 2 weeks ago when he goes, it's the one thing I haven't done in the Big East I'd really like to do.
Yeah.
So I think they're way off base. I think they misunderstood what he was trying to say.
I
understand what Mac's trying to say. Hey, the NCAA tournament's the whole deal. It's 6 games. You get to the Final Four. You only got to win 4, blah, blah, blah.
This takes a lot out of you when that's your main goal, right? And with the team he has, I don't know if he'll ever have one like this again.
There are coaches that go, hey, I'm okay losing the first round of the conference tournament because then we can rest.
That's what Adam will tell you. That's what I've been saying. I wish we would have lost yesterday just so we can go home, get some fresh legs.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But we're here, so let's make the most of it.
The big thing now is we can move up a line. I don't know this year that it makes a hell of a lot of difference because you got teams like Tennessee and Alabama who are just as good as the teams on the top line, and Michigan State as well. Yeah. That last seed might be St. John's, and we probably wouldn't be in their region.
I just don't see this affecting our seeding at all, right? 1 and 2 are playing each other. I don't know. At the end of the day.
I'm just saying we've accumulated more wins. Now we got 24. Now you start looking at our record. You start looking at our metrics because that was a quad 1 win tonight against UConn. So that's another one to add to our list. We were just a little short on those. So now when you start comparing us to, say, Kansas, we have a better resume. You start comparing us to UConn. We beat them 2 out of 3, and our resumes are pretty close. So that might push us over them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Anyway, Sunday night. We're going to be right here, 7 o'clock. We're going to do a selection show. It's going to be broadcast live not only here downtown, but also at the West End location. So if that's where you go to Let It Fly, go over there. We're going to have brackets all printed out. You can get them. We're going to talk about Omaha, what their matchups are and their path.
Even know.
We're going to talk about Creighton and their path. And then we're going to talk a lot about the tourney in general. We're going to talk a lot of strategies in filling out your brackets. We've got a lot of stats we'll throw at you, like, hey, a 1 seed's been in the tournament X amount of time. There's always a 1 seed in, so don't try and pick upsets past the first game because it never works out. Things like that. And then, there's the Justin Thomas shot. I just saw it. Oh, wow.
Bucket.
It was terrible.
Wow.
And then, boy, nice up and down, though. Beautiful up and down. Oh, he almost holed it.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. No, he was.
So, anyway, and then there will be a contest right here at Let It Fly, a special one that we're going to set up that night. So you'll be able to get on there like Monday morning, and they're going to have unbelievably great prizes to give away for the winners. So check it all out. Come on down here. They'll have some specials going on and so forth. So come on down here. Join us live. If not, join us on YouTube. We'll be on YouTube as well. You can see it either location. You can see it on YouTube. It'll be a great show, so check it out. All right, we're going to go. We got a lot's going on here.
Yeah.
It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
Time for us to go home.
Way past my bedtime, Tim.
I've got to get up at 6:30 and do a podcast. So
understood.
My life of the bracketologist never.
Yes, sir.
We go 24/7 right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Back here tomorrow night. Let's get this title done, man.
Absolutely.
I thought Marquette was going to get it done, beating St. John's tonight, but they didn't quite finish it out.
Yep.
But I think we can finish it out.
I hope so.
Let's do it. All right. So we'll see you back here. Come on down to Let It Fly tomorrow night. It's going to be rocking in here on a Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great. Games at 5 o'clock. Big Fox. Let's go. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining us.